Damn, bro. Oh shit. Y'all mad funny for that. Y'all funny. Ha 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 ha. Funny, funny. Let's get the lights on. Oh, okay, bet. We literally just talked about this. Why? There it is. What's up? That's funny. What you doing here? That's exactly how I should start the show. What are you doing here? What's going on, beautiful people? I put a rag over the camera because I don't want Apple to watch me talk. Looky. What y'all doing? What y'all on today? Okay, today's show, honestly, is going to be a little weird. My son stole my pop filter. So, one, we need the fist fight. And, like, we're going to go blow for blow like Evander and Hove, or whoever the fuck Evander fought. That's funny. I should write that one down because that would be a funny-ass skit. Evander and Hove. Ha 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 ha. Yo. What are we talking about today? All right, so it's okay, it's very eerie outside. I can't even lie. Like, I was out there and it's like everybody disappeared everywhere. And it's scary. Like, for the first time during all this COVID malarkey, excuse me, I got gas. I always got gas. I'm scared. The fuck, like, really? I don't trust our leadership, nor should you, because, man. All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about I met a Airbnb agent or whatever that was. Whoa, well, let's have some fun. Let's have some real fun with that. Let's talk about Australia and what's going on in Australia. It seems to be seems to be going down in the DMs or in the Australians. No, that didn't hit. Anyway, it's not looking nice over there. Kanye and Drake are beefing. The Ghetto Olympics are in full swing. And of course, if we're talking about the Olympics, we got to talk about Saga and what happened with that. Is Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Basquiat working together to make people hate art? All this and more. Was that good? You guys got to validate me. If you don't validate me, it doesn't mean much. My bad. Did I just fall out of focus? Ooh. Boy, the 4K really makes everything look like everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm lasering my face tattoos, by the way. I'm going to remove the cross and put it on my sideburn, and I want lighter teardrops. So I would like to have an artist come in and do that for me. And I'm also considering lasering that off. I don't know. I want lighter face tattoos or none. That's basically where I'm at with it. Let's start the show. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. I got a couple other stories to get into. But yeah. Nothing funny, just a very eerie day. I think I saw a car do like a 720 in front of me, over a wall and over a motorcycle. If you can't hear the music, you're watching. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, you can hear the song. If you're just watching, we just can't play music because they'll flag us. But you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And you can enjoy the track and get into the zone. Por hoy estar donde estoy. Y mi tumba. Y por mis ojos colorados. Con mi tato activado. Hey. I changed it. Shouldn't have. Polotiquero. Some shit like that. It's Kasabian Lavoe. What's going on, beautiful people? I just cannot figure out where I want the microphone today. I'm so sorry. I really apologize. So, my name's Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. And I sound like I'm mad far. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, live from Las Vegas. This is episode, I think it's 224. Is it 224? Can somebody confirm? Susan? 224. It's episode 224. We're live from Las Vegas. My name is Kasabian Lavoe, and I would like to welcome everyone to the show today. I'll be your host, Kasabian, with talent on loan from God. That's how my mentor used to say it, and I think that shit was cold, and I think I might have to use that. Shout out to Rush. That's just such a cold talent on loan from God. Bro, that is deep. It's deep, deep, deep. What's going on? It's Monday. I'm going to be honest with you. Something's happening. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm honestly at a loss for words. I can honestly tell you that now I'm scared because I think something is really happening. The city went completely dark today. It was the most eerie thing. Like, I'll get into it. Well, let's talk about what's going on today. I want to tell you a story about this agent, this Airbnb agent that I met, and I think it's a good story. We should definitely talk about this. Ethics has a lot to do with what you do. Let's talk about Australia. And a fair warning: Australia is terrifying, and the news is not telling everything. Which, I mean, no one should be surprised. But why do I feel like it's so far away? My bad, y'all. It's that we rearranged the whole thing, and it's just not. It's not sitting where I thought it would. Anyway, that don't make no sense. So we're gonna talk about Australia and what's going on out there. You know, again, it's a fair warning to what can happen here in America. Also, we'll talk about Kanye and Drake. What is happening? What is with the nastiness? You shouldn't do what was done, and we're gonna talk about it. Also, let's talk about Saga and what happened with her in this race. I mean, it was really interesting. And is Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Basquiat working together to like rip apart like classic artwork, or what's the real beef? Why are people so upset at them? All that and like tons of more. So I'm on the strip, meeting people. Now, the strip isn't necessarily the best place for business. If you have, wow, let me sorry, that's Siri, and yes, she's Australian, and we'll be talking about where she's from. But yeah, while being on the strip and perusing the Las Vegas Strip, it's not the easiest place to try and start a real estate conversation. I'm not saying you can't start one, but it's a little difficult because people are they're on vacation, or they're just transient, they're just here for the weekend and whatnot. So a lot of people aren't necessarily thinking about buying a home, but you never know. You know, you might reach something. I myself, I like to do it differently, but you know, I tell everybody every day what I do. It's something that I have like a stride for, right? Like, tell 5 people every day you're a realtor. I stick to that, and I think it works very well. So I meet this real estate investor, and I say, "Oh, okay, what do you invest in?" And she said she's a Airbnb. She basically finds homeowners and then puts their stuff on Airbnb, or hooks up people with Airbnbs. You know, like she facilitates the Airbnb being leased or Airbnb. I don't even know what you would call it, an Airbnb when it's rented out, but whatever. So that's cool. As an agent, I don't do that. Don't really care for Airbnb. We live in Las Vegas. It's kind of sacrilegious to even think that we would offer Airbnbs when we have the best and the finest hotels in the world, right? Why would Airbnb even be a thing? And they're very affordable. The amenities, the everything, like, listen, let's not even play. The strip is the strip. Like, you can't, there's no other place like that. For someone to say that Airbnbs are doing really well in this town because people can't find rentals blows my mind. So we begin to talk, and she's saying about that she did very well during the recession. She just came out from California, and she was helping people that were in need for rentals because they couldn't get rentals because of, you know, the COVID restrictions and the rent requirements, which are very high. And I talked about them before. You know, most people are looking for 600 credit, or no, it's actually like almost a 700 credit score now. Most homes most homeowners are requiring 7+, 3 times the amount of rent. Some are asking for 5 times the amount of rent. It's almost impossible. A lot of homes in this town are now overpriced, and I'm honestly, like, our market is just a bit higher than what we thought it would be. So it's very hard to move around in, but you can negotiate. Things can work, and you know, if you have a good agent like myself, we can get you in a place, and hopefully reasonably. Now, when she says that she was helping people with the Airbnb, that bothers me because I don't see how charging people an absorbent amount of rent because they don't qualify for a regular apartment is justification as, or not even justification, but qualified as help. I mean, yeah, it was a small band-aid, but it didn't fix the problem. Like, you know, the real problem would be permanent housing. But you have to turn a profit. Your Airbnb can't be cheaper than what rent costs per month because you would just rent it out and have a steady 12-month lease. I don't understand where you say that you help people. Like, it blows my mind to think that you think that that's helping people by overcharging them and not facilitating them to a proper agent, a realtor, a broker, a loan officer, somebody that can get them real information and get them somewhere secure. Because an Airbnb is not secure. Not in my eyes. I don't know if you look at it differently, but no, I don't think that my clientele should be dealing with something that's so temporary. And I don't do little vacation spots. Like, I'd rather sell you a home or get you somewhere to rent. But Airbnb, that doesn't really, it doesn't spark my interest. Sorry, I just don't care. But, you know, she went on to say all these things, and I was just blown away. Like, you got to know where you're fishing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the job's the job. You want to get yourself out in front of everybody that is qualified. Like, sales is easy. Sales is the easiest job, and it's honestly the most rewarding job, right? But here's the catch. You have to know your clientele and your audience. Like, that simple. If you don't know who you're dealing with, you're really not even who you're dealing with. If you don't know what they need, then how are you going to sell them anything? It's honestly the easiest shit. When I sold furniture, when I had my furniture stores and everything was going great, right? It was so simple to sell because when people walked in, it's like, what do you want? It's either you need a sofa, a bed, a dinette set. You need something. You didn't walk in here because you don't know what you need. You may want to browse, but you do need something. You see what I'm saying? It's a need, so it's easy to sell. It's just a matter of justifying the price to them. When you sell a home or you rent a space, I mean, the honest to God truth, they'll pick it for you, but their finances is what dictates things. Either way, going back to this Airbnb agent, I think she needs to go to school, do better, and learn how to be a fiduciary to her clientele. I don't really know who her clientele is, because if she's in between helping the owners make money and I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense anyway. I'm just blown away that you think that that's help. I don't see how that's help. How do you I don't know. I can't qualify as a help. And that blew me away. Driving through the strip, we was leaving 3-something o'clock. And it's eerily dead out there. Like, we had mad events this weekend. We had WWE. They had a boxing match, Manny Pacquiao. There was basketball shit going on. I mean, there was so many. West Side Gunna was out here. Bro, so many things going on. And the city's crickets. Is it the vid? Who knows? I'm kind of scared. Like, for real, it's so eerie. Like, everywhere we went today was, like, packed but dead, bro. It was mad quiet. Like, for a Monday morning, it's usually buzzing. But is it buzzing or bustling? Bustling about. But either way, that shit wasn't today at all. Like, it looked like something happened. Like, it felt like somebody died. Like, it was weird. It's a very weird day. So as I'm going on the freeway, right, I thought I saw a kerfuffle up ahead. And as I'm looking at this kerfuffle up ahead, I go, that looks scary. I've been watching this stupid channel, Tesla cams, Wham Bam Tesla cams. I really don't even know why I'm so obsessed with this stupid Wham Bam Tesla cams, but I fuck with them heavy. And when I get my Tesla, I will be sending that dude all my tapes. But anyway, I watched these damn videos of accidents, and I'm watching the smoke and dust and whatever's happening in, like, slow motion. Like, my brain just went. I'm in a part of the freeway that's off the freeway, but on the freeway, if that makes any sense. It's like an auxiliary road, and then it just leads you to another exit, but you go parallel along the freeway, and you're doing freeway speeds, but you're divided by a center divider, and it's 2 lanes over here, and there's like 7 lanes to the left of you. Right. I was in the closest lane to the wall. Bro, all I saw was smoke, and then 2 headlights facing me. And they were just going, boom. Bro, I shit you not. Over a motorcycle in a car. The motorcycle slides off. He's good. The car goes flat. I'm like, holy shit. And I bitched up. I literally looked over and I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this? I was shitting my pants because I ain't never seen nothing like that in front of me. And like, I froze up. I can't even lie. There was mad people there. Like that wasn't like, it wasn't like nobody was there. And I just like, I wasn't like Phil Collins and shit. But bro, I've been off all day. Like I'm not even like completely honest. I'm just been so shaken by it because a lot of my anxiety is driven from my car accidents. So I have, I get the flashbacks, man. That PTSD is real. It affects you. You know what I mean? I hope that person's okay. And I hope that the people that helped are rewarded significantly because they were better than me. I shit myself, bro. There was shit. Oh, man. That shit was nuts. Brendan Schaub just saved like 3 kids out of a burning car, and like solved the murder. Shout out to Brendan Schaub. Shout out to my Uncle Joey too. Reach out to your family and try to make things right. There's a lot of misunderstandings. Not a lot of misunderstandings, but sometimes you have misunderstandings, and I mean, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, listen, I'm just being the bigger person, and I just want my family around because there's history in my family that I don't know about. But today's show is sponsored and always held down by Hemper. Head over to hemper.co. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout. Get you some money saved. Last month was a Space Jam box. This month is a Rubber Ducky box, and I showed it a couple episodes back. We're going to update the ad, but head over to hemper.co. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout. Also, head over to Popple. Popple is a digital business card. Why is it Popple's a digital business card? And in the post-corona world, you really don't want to hand out business cards. Like, this is perfect. You just got to tap the phone, and it takes them to a landing page. Now, in that landing page, you can change your pictures, and you can change all your links and rearrange them, and it literally directs them right to anything you want them to see first. Your YouTube, your Instagram. As a business person, this is definitely something you would want to get. It's affordable, and if you use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout, you save 20%. So head over to popple.co, use Kasabian Lavoe, and save 20%. And I mean, they're customizable, and like, they're super totally cute, and you would totally want a super totally cute one. So Australia is exactly what I never want to see happen here in the United States. Okay, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I guess it's not I don't know. It just scares the shit out of me. And I'll tell you why. The news isn't really saying everything. Like, if you go on Instagram, this is why I love the internet, right? If you go on Instagram, you'll see videos from Australia, and it looks like the riots that we were having here last summer. It looks insane. Why? Because they're locking everybody in their house and telling them they can't fucking go nowhere. They're chasing people down with helicopters and shit, like shooing them in their house. They're they're fining people. They're extorting people's money to keep them home. Look at the dot, Kasabian. Focus on the dot. Now, in America, that shit would never happen. We're going to go crazy, and they're going to slow down and back up. In Australia, that's not how it works. They don't got no First Amendment. They don't have any rights like we do. They literally are at the mercy of their government. There's no guns there. The only people that have guns is their government. The people that live there are just at their mercy. Bro, they're being chased by helicopters. Let's read what the Times had to say, because I was very intrigued, because I've been seeing the videos. It's insane. Same thing with Cuba. God forbid they tell you the real story in Cuba. Watch it on Instagram, SOS Cuba. It shows you everything that's going on. All right, so this is great. Police arrest hundreds of anti-lockdown protesters. Australian cities today, as Sydney recorded his largest single... Damn it, why is it so small? My bad. My little teleprompter thing is mad small. Sydney recorded his largest single-day rise in cases of COVID-19. Mounted police in Melbourne... They're literally going around on horses, by the way. Mounted police in Melbourne used pepper spray to repel crowds of more than 4,000 advocating upon... What? Oh, advancing upon the line. I can't read. We already know this. In Sydney, riot police prevent smaller groups from... All right, you know what? Y'all really going to stop pulling the hardest fucking words in the world. Congregating? Why does congregating look like that? And how come I don't know how to say congregating? Like, I don't know why I play myself. Sydney reported 633 new cases on Wednesday, the biggest daily rise since the beginning of the pandemic in the New South Wales, Australia's most popular state. That's a mouthful. Pause. The previous highest was 478 on Monday. Well, that was pretty fast. Total of 894 COVID cases were reported today in the whole country. So they have a hotspot and they don't know how to maintain. Like, they're losing their fucking minds. And I'm so sorry for butchering that, but when I edit it, it's going to look so dope. So don't even worry about it. Just rewatch that part later. Sydney is the biggest city with more than 5 million people. Oh, yeah, by the way, Australia is as big as the United States, but it only has, like, the population of California. Just keep that in mind. It's huge, yes. Most of it is barren. People don't live on that outback with the dungarees and the fucking kangaroos and shit. But it is as big as the United States, and that should be kept in mind. And I believe Texas has the same economy, GDP, as Australia. Just these are small things that you should just keep in mind. Australia is also a place where they don't have any guns, and they've also had a bunch of mass shootings where they have no guns. Was Australia or is that New Zealand? My bad. Let me take that one back. I'm gonna redact that one. Excuse me, because I don't think I said that one right. One of them, New Zealand or Australia, don't got guns, and it went crazy out there. I'm pretty sure it's Australia too. It's both. So even though this story is telling you what's going on, it's not. They're saying that they're doing it to protect everyone, and honestly, where's the freedom? They really don't have any. Police patrol Sydney streets. This is so nicely said. Police patrolled Sydney streets, blocked private and public transport in the city center to lower the number of people that got in unauthorized quarantine protest. So they're protesting that they don't want to be locked in the house. The police are chasing them down. They're on horse, in helicopters, cars. They're macing, pepper spraying people, and then they're literally blocking off everybody else from even coming there. Like, yo, what world do we live in that's a thing? Pray for Australia, if that's what y'all say. Just 50% of the world is ran by dictators. That's something that, we fail to learn in school. Or I guess it's just not, it doesn't get, I have a lot of problems with teachers that don't know how to teach the essence of this country and what freedom means and what it means to live in a society where we have choices, right? They always make it seem like it's the worst of the worst, and that's bullshit. 50% of the world is ran by dictators, and they are neither a socialist or communist or dictatorship type of, what the fuck is the word I'm thinking of? I'm drawing a complete blank right now. But either way, 50% of the world is like that. The other half has some type of democracy. Some, not as well as ours. This was an experiment and it worked. I never want to be like Europe. They can't figure it out. This shit is great here. Listen, we have had the right to talk. We've changed the world. Like, we were just talking about hip hop's birthday. Hip hop is everywhere because of us. The whole world loves hip hop. Like, the American dream don't change. It's still here. Why aren't we taught this? It is terrifying to think that in Australia right now, the police are flying around in fucking helicopters and horses and pepper spraying people, telling them to go inside. You can't leave your house. This shit is getting old. I'm scared. That shit could happen here, but we gonna fight back. We got guns. Like, that's what I hate about this, because then it sounds like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I'm not. I hate this whole shit sounds crazy. I know it does. All I'm saying is that the idea that the Australian government is saying that for the betterment of the people, they need to do what we say by force or by fucking maña, the way we say it in Spanish. You're going to do what we say, a la cañona. You're going to get in the house, or we're going to pepper spray you or run you down, and you have no fucking say so. They're all over the internet going crazy, and you read articles like this and you go, well, that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is sweet. This ain't that bad. These people are crazy. Like, there's no way you can tell me it's not that bad. It's there's something unique about having freedom. Hold on. I knew it was going to happen. My bad. There's something unique about having freedom and being able to observe what it's like to not have freedoms. We have the internet, and it gives us an open view into other worlds, and we just don't seem to appreciate what we have here. And I think it's pretty disgraceful that we're not able to convey that message to our children so that they're able to understand that, and they're more grateful for just being lucky to be born here. Like, I don't care. We are very lucky to be born here. A majority of the millionaires, all the wealth in the world, the smartest people, the this, the that, everything is from here. Like, why would you not want to be from here? Now, with that being said, I'm not taking away wherever you're from. I'm just letting you know that I'm proud to be from America. I'm a Puerto Rican. They stole us too. Logan Paul the other day was saying that he has a fetish for collections. And I said, all white people love collecting shit. That's all y'all do. It's not a bad thing. It's just what white people do. He collects Pokemon and shit. That's cool, man. Just don't collect people and we good. With that being said, I don't even know why we even went down that road, but I just thought that was funny. Logan was like, "Oh, I have this weird fucking obsession with collecting." Yeah, it's a thing, dog. Like white folks like collecting shit. And that's going to lead us to the Beyonce and Jay-Z story, because I think that there's a lot to this collecting thing and wealth. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's talk about Kanye and Drake. So Kanye is on a rip. Like, yo, he's off his rocker right now when it comes to Drake. This is not even a joke. If those text messages are real, if the him dropping the address is real, if all that shit is really, if you don't know, Kanye West last night dropped Drake's address. He doxed Drake. He just dropped the address and then he dipped. With for no rhyme or reason, no nothing. He just dropped his shit and then deleted it like nothing happened. Bro, why? Like, what is really happening? I wish I really knew what the beef was, because I'm trying to see if I'm really trying to see what the beef is. I'm so confused. Like, why is Kanye so mad? And then why is Drake seemingly poking at him to get the Drake wants the beef. He wants all the smoke. But where is it going? And where is it leading to? Because like they're not gonna fight. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna battle music? Like, I don't understand where it goes from here, but what is Kanye on? That shit is nasty. You should never drop anybody's address. Like, I think privacy is a real big deal, and privacy is something that we seem to not have with each other. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was like, listen, I'm not posting my shit no more. Like, I'm not gonna show you where I'm at. I'm not gonna show you my kids. I'm not gonna show you nothing. It's not healthy to continuously not only overexpose, but you don't deserve everybody's every single moment. Like, that should be like, it should be an honor to see so much of somebody's family, of somebody's life. And at some point in time, like, that line got blurred and just basically erased. It's almost like you must see. No. I'm going to show you, but this comes with respect and you know, some type of at least decency to understand that there's no need. Like, yo, we should all be very aware of our privacy and understand that allowing people in our lives, I mean, that's a great honor. That should be, you know, held. Fucking bro, you gave away my address. Drake hasn't even shown his bedroom. Like, let that sink in. Like, that's how private he is. Like, I agree with him. No phones upstairs. Like, that's a big deal. So, have you been watching the internet? Are you sitting on the couch? No, I'm playing. But look, the Ghetto Olympics are in full swing. So if you got crates, I think it's 32 crates. There's a lady in the Bronx right now. She's selling the crates. New York City's going crazy. Lil Boosie's going crazy. I saw YK Osiris almost get split in two. I have seen guys in jail on iPhones. I'm not snitching. The shit's on the internet, so I'm just reporting it back. It's on No Jumpers page. There's dudes, and they're doing the challenge. I mean, the Olympics are in full swing. Shorty has done it twice in heels and without, and I think she's the GOAT. And then Bradley Martin was bench pressing or some shit and eating a bowl of cereal. If you're not watching this shit, I'm glad that the internet has gone back to dumb shit. Like, we needed a fucking break. Thank you to whoever came up with this. Now, the next thing is going to be like a food challenge, some bullshit y'all going to eat, or some dumbass dance. But I'm here for it. Let's keep doing this type of stuff. I appreciate this. This is definitely something that we need. Oh, yeah, and if you haven't, go watch the Baddies reunion. I'm like the official spokesperson for Zeus. If you didn't know, my name is Kasabian Lavoe. I don't work for Zeus yet, but I like all that ghetto-ass shit. So let me say it again so I can use this as a drop. My name's Kasabian Lavoe, and I don't work for Zeus, but I like Zeus. And I like all the ghetto and all the ratchet shows they got. So make sure you check out the Baddies reunion, because that was great. Cut. You see what I'm saying? Now I could use that as a drop for them, because I'm trying to get a plug over there at Zeus. Go watch the Baddies reunion. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I'm going to tell you something. I do love the channel, but we need to work on the reunions. And Jason Lee's petty as shit. Go to his page. He's funny as fuck. I've been name dropping all show. I'm just showing y'all how nosy I've been. And I'm in these streets. They're gross. I'm getting better at this, I think. I don't know. How about y'all tell me in the comments if you like what you see? Like and subscribe and hit the bell and tell people about the page. Head over to klavo.com and check out the stuff. This Saturday is the launch of the radio show. Basically, what we're doing with the radio show, if you didn't know, it's going to be about an hour long, and it'll have sample songs because they don't let us play the full song because it's still streamed. So there's a bunch of legalities, but nonetheless, we have a license to play the music. So I'm going to have shows that'll basically have a vibe. Each one will put you in a different space, and I want to give information because I feel like if we're gonna have fun, we might as well learn and let's get something out of it, right? So it'll be riding with Kasabian. You can ride shotgun. We're gonna have a couple people that come in with us and curate playlists, and we'll have rides with them and conversations with them, as well as talk about cars and give you more history and facts on vehicles. I love cars, and this is the first time that I'm able to express myself in not only one of my passions, but two of my passions mixed in with a new passion. And this is like a big four-way passion. Like, this is a soup kitchen of passion, okay? So Saturday, most likely it'll be ready by Saturday morning. It's not live. It's just going to be on Spotify and on Anchor. But head over there and check it out. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Hopefully you learn something and you get to know the sexy Lavoe voice. But no visuals. This is just all audio. This is for driving. This is for when you're going to a club. This is for when you have a long road trip. You got to go to the gym. You got to get psyched out. You want to go, whatever the case is, just trust me, I'm going to set the vibe. Let me see if I could do this. I'm very, very excited that this is a thing. Now, I know we were talking about the Olympics. So there was like this side race that popped off this weekend where Sakaria Richardson was supposed to rep us, and she was the dead last person. It seems like the fame got to her. That's all I can say. When it comes to sports, especially sports like this, there's always somebody that's more hungry than you. Don't let this type of stuff go to your head. Like, the fame that she got for whatever the case was, it didn't translate well on the field. Just keep working at it and do better. I can't run fast for shit. I just think it's embarrassing because you rep us. And you dropped the ball because you just got happy. And that's cool, but that comes with it, it sucks. Cause I don't know what happened. It just looked bad. It looked real bad. So Jay-Z and Beyonce did a spread for Tiffany with a never before seen Basquiat. Now, this to me it's hip hop, but I have two problems with this, and I'm gonna get my beefs out the way, and then we can slide off and really talk about what's going on with this and why people are upset, because they've definitely ruffled feathers with this. So my beef is, I don't understand how art works. That shit look like scribble scrabbles, and there's so much value to it that it doesn't compute in my brain. And that's fine. I understand that everything isn't for everyone, and I understand that values are different in people's eyes. Like I was explaining the other day, like to a kid, you can give a kid $100 or a popsicle. They'll take the popsicle before they take the $100. So it is what it is. So you got to know your audience, right? Logan Paul is going to spend $1 million on an NFT, and Jay-Z and Beyonce spent $30 million on a never before seen Basquiat, or somebody spent X amount of millions on a never before seen Basquiat. Now, whoever puts the value on these things, to me, it never made any sense. Let me be honest. It looks like shit. Most paintings that I see look like shit. Some guy put a banana on a wall. There's like splatters. All these fucking people that do the little spinny paper thing. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. It ain't for me. It looks horrible. It's honest, horrid. It looks like it's not even trying. To me, it's trash. That's me. Don't get mad at me. Just know that I'm not going to be buying that bullshit when you sell it for $9.30. Like, I would rather go get a graffiti artist to make me a one-of-one canvas and then say that value is at $10 million. Who's going to tell me it ain't? Like, Banksy was able to do it. You could do that with anybody. Like, Jay-Z has the power that he could swing that pendulum and turn somebody from a small artist into a giant artist, like, overnight. It really is that simple, because this value comes from what? Oh, his strokes were dope or his shit spoke to me. Well, so what? I'd rather a graffiti artist speak to me. There's a dude that I watch all the time, Simone. Dude's German, gets down. I mean, he probably has like the most colorful palette. I mean, for me, because there's mad graffiti artists, but his palette is dope. And there's another dude that I follow too. Bro, these guys are amazing. I would rather pay them X amount of dollars and then get that shit evaluated or minted and NFT it, because you see, this is why I like NFT, because this is when you can use it. I would rather have a graffiti artist make a piece. Fuck digital. Make me something I could touch. The digital, we could do two, a hard and an NFT digital, right? And then tag them together. The NFT follows its blockchain, will know wherever it goes, and will always make money off of it. And if I get that graffiti artist to make that piece and we evaluate it at $10 million, or we say we want $10 million, that's the value. Why can't we do that? And why don't hip hop artists do that? That's the most irritating shit when it comes to hip hop artists that make it at this grand scale. They never start shit new. They follow all the trends. Like, who gives a fuck about Basquiat? Who's the next hip hop artist? Like, graffiti's beautiful. Why isn't that $1 million piece? Like, that's crazy to me. So people are upset that Jay-Z and Beyonce even presented this with Tiffany as a spread. They're making fun of Jay-Z, saying that he was trying to dress like Basquiat, and they honestly think that it's just disrespect to Basquiat, and everybody that loves Basquiat has a deep affinity with him. And because this is a one of one that no one's ever seen, and this is the first time it was unveiled, they're a little upset. And rightfully so. I mean, I guess if you're a fan, you would feel that way. Like, I'm assuming Logan Paul would be upset if the owners of Pokemon go, hey man, we have a one of one that we wanted to show you, but we actually gave it to somebody else. And he's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Now, why do we play that game? Why don't we start our own game? Right? I guess that's my real problem. We fall into what their norms are. When do we create our own? And that's the problem. We'll always be behind if we're trying to play their game. You know who they is. Just being honest. We should make graffiti artists famous. We should make hood artists famous. We should change lives and not keep on perpetuating multimillionaires. Sorry, it doesn't make sense when we come from hip hop. But that's just my little liberal thing for right now. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll tell you to buy that shit and just rob the Cold Crush. I'm going to go play video games with my friends. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.